Hello and welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. Um, Sorry, I'm just burning some sage. Just putting the fire hazard out there. I hope you're having a lovely start to your spring. Is it Tuesday? I don't know, I'm off work at the moment, so I have no idea what day of the week it is. It's Tuesday. And now I've got sage all over the table. Yeah, let's see what we've got. Oh, hang on. I need to just do it. I really should have chosen a better colour of desk because it just shows all the little streaks of sage ash. Sage ash? Now that's something that's hard to say. Right, I'll stop waffling. We're going to start with a card from the Lunar Oracle deck. Sorry. Just the one because they're quite big. I'm going to have to grab my specs in a minute. I'm well organised as always. I haven't unpacked my decks. I just pick them down, go with the vibe, and then this table isn't big enough to keep all my decks on it. I've got shelves and shelves up here, so I pick them out Oh, there's the whole deck upside. Oh no, the whole deck isn't upside down. Okay, that's interesting. Right, I'm just going to grab my glasses. Just guys. Excuse me, I'm in my dog walking clothes. Right, let's move on out the way as well. So we have. There is always another opportunity to be had. Full moon, but it's in the reverse. Okay, that's a little bit of a pessimistic beginning. We've got someone who feels that there's no more opportunities, like they've dried up. It's never too late, whether you're 40, 50, 60, 70, it's 80, 90, 100. It's never too late to try something new, do new things, make new friends, have a new have a new romance. Yes, definitely. That must have been the only card in that deck in the reverse. Okay. Right, well. That's kind of thrown me a bit. That's not the most, usually it's a really positive start. Okay, right. So this might be an old way of thinking, or it could be someone else. I certainly have met people in my life who just don't see the point in any expansion, any growth. This is the way it is. They're a full cup. Can't see any other way of doing anything. Right, we'll take 3 from the Dark Moon Oracle to give us a little beginning, middle, and an end to whatever journey we're about to. Ooh, Nyx, N-Y-X, Nyx. I have no idea what this card is, so I'm going to have to cheat and pull out the book. She looks pretty black and white there. A bit of a yin and yang energy to that one without even knowing what it's about. Adventure, that is far more positive right in the beginning. Okay, I feel like this is your energy. I have no idea who Nyx is, but that, oh wow, the energy from that card is fantastic. Okay. And then we've got recklessness. Ooh. She's got a very Queen of Wands vibe to this one. She's kind of got a flame of fire around her and a butterfly above her head, which also kind of represents metamorphosis or growth. Bit of a full energy there, kind of leap of faith. Okay, let's see what Nyx is all about then. Number 36. One day I'll memorize all of these, but embrace the mystery. Nyx is a Greek goddess of the night and mystery, embodying the power of darkness as a space for intuition, insight, and transformation. A little bit of a high priestess vibe to that one. Right now, you may feel scared and lost. The path ahead seems unclear, and you're uncertain where to go or what comes next. But Nyx is here to remind you that you don't need to have all the answers right now. What a fantastic energy. So this is maybe where your mindset has been, or somebody you know. I'm getting, given that that's this, maybe you just felt like your opportunities were blocked, or you had no idea where to go, or you had no idea where the next step was. But this is telling you don't need to, because we've got adventure coming out. I don't even need to read that. That one's given me I'm getting real shivers with that card. Like, it's a really exciting energy. Like, it's almost like you're on the brink of something, and then just suddenly something new is going to come in. I'm going to look up recklessness, because that one's given me a bit of like a bit of a player vibe, but I don't think it is. This card represents the energy of the dark moon in Aries ahead of the new moon in Aries. There's a fine line between throwing all your cards to the wind to see where they land and burning them all. Your impulsiveness is trapping you like a ring of fire. That's why she's got the ring of fire around her. But there's an opportunity for growth and transformation, which is why we have the butterfly. When this card comes up, there is a sense you've been impatient about something, and this might be tipping you over into reckless behavior. Right, I've got it. So I think you've kind of maybe had a Five of Pentacles mindset, perhaps, and you felt like there's no new opportunities, and you've maybe just been edging into recklessness. I mean, adventure is fantastic. And Nyx coming out tells me that there is lots of adventure around the corner, but you just need to be wary of stepping into kind of reckless, kind of Knight of Wands in the reverse kind of energy, kind of maybe a bit player energy, maybe a bit hot and cold, maybe not sure, maybe dipping your toe in something and coming back out. Just stay away from that and be, if you're going to go into something, just be certain that you want to do it, kind of thing. That's the kind of vibe from this. Okay, so let's do, is that all the oracle cards I lifted out? Well, that's interesting. Do you know what? Let's do the High Priestess deck. I've not done the High Priestess deck in ages. This is 180? No, 160 cards. I have 10 different homemade decks. I usually take one from the Happy deck, which was my 10th one. This was my, actually, no, I can't remember. I think this was my 9th one. It's actually 2 combined decks. Just to give us a little bit of a steer. We've got Distorted Masculine coming out. I'm going to take that in the upright. So that's Distorted Masculine. Sorry, I'll just show you that. I'm not sure how easily you can see that. I should have written them in. My other decks have got black marker on them, but I didn't really think about it, how good it would look. Oopsie! Either the pig wanting to come out there. I always find that when I, use the High Priestess deck, my readings are always just so much longer. And I wasn't sure if that was off-putting for people watching. Also, if you don't vibe with the things coming out, then it might put you off as well. But so, I mean, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, it's just, if these cards strongly resonate with you, then the reading's probably for you. If they don't, there's still things that may resonate. Got Aquarius coming out. So January 20th to February 18th, the 11th house. Aquarius is star energy. Union. Okay, so we've got Distorted Masculine, Aquarius, and Union. So you might have been in a union with a Distorted Masculine who was an Aquarius, or you got together during Aquarius season, which is early in the year. Oops. Dog coming out there. You did the dog. That will not take it because it was 2 cards. I just want 1, please. Glasgow. Okay. If you're not from Scotland, just take that as a city from the west coast or wherever you are. But if you're from Scotland, then I've got Glasgow coming out here. Oopsie. Soulmate want to rear their head there. And Truth. I'm going to not take them though because I had 2. Soulmate and Truth. Is there a Union Street in Glasgow? I think there's a Union Street in Glasgow. Okay, that might very strongly resonate with one person. That's not for everyone. Got the Year of the Ox coming out. So 61, 73, 85, 97, 2009 and 2021, which would make the next one 2033. 2021 was the back end of kind of COVID, which started in 2020. Oh, my brother's an ox. Didn't realise that. I think there's a Union Street in Glasgow. That's going to bug me now until I go look it up after this. I didn't bring my phone up, so I can't even check mid-reading. Okay, sorry, I will just give you all my focus. I had West Coast popping its head out there, which is kind of public eye. Okay, so we've got something in the public eye or something. Why do I feel that this is an event that was in the news rather than a person in the public eye? Oops. I will take that one. It's kind of between the upright and... kind of came... Didn't really come out in there. Right, I've got child or children here. Oh, I might sneeze. I do apologise if I do, guys. I do big watches. She then said doing the daintiest sneeze she could possibly muster. Clearly I've got a slightly more delicate sneeze for when I'm on camera. 1980's coming out, so it could be 1985, could be significant with that year of the ox coming out. Oh gosh, my nose. Okay. Children could also be innocence. So someone could have been declared innocent as well, or something to do with children. I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, let's start with the Urban Crow Oracle. Urban Crow Oracle. Oh, sorry, that's not the top of the box. That's the top of the box. There you go. Right, okay. And I didn't bring up any water as well, now that I've sneezed. Okay, we have anticipation. Oh, that's feeding a little bit into this reckless behavior here. Memory. Okay. So we're thinking about somebody from the past, or thinking about memories or something. Something's been brought up. Wrath. That came out the last time. Right in the middle of the reading as well. Okay, so something's really... There's a memory of something that makes you angry. Or brings up feelings of anger. Which is a perfectly valid feeling to have. It's what you do with it that matters, but it's perfectly fine to feel angry. Upheaval. This distorted masculine. In the past may have done something that really angered you and uprooted your life. Maybe you're struggling. Maybe this memory came up recently. Maybe there was some healing you had to do. I just feel like I'm going to sneeze again, guys. I do apologise. I'll go take this one. Oh, but you're protected. Maybe you're worried about this person coming back into your life, which is why I've got anticipation here. Why do I have a feeling this is somebody who's been away somewhere, travelled away, they may be moved away, but they may be moved back nearby, or somehow you've not heard about this person in years, decades, I think. And then somebody's mentioned their name, which is why we've got anticipation here. But it's brought up a lot of anger. But you're okay, you're protected. This person can't do anything to you. If it's... Yeah, I'm not... Let's see where it goes. Right, this is the Life Happens Oracle deck. Okay, tell me about anticipation. I am thinking about bringing the microphone down here. If you are watching this, could you comment on it, if you don't mind, if the sound quality is okay, because I have brought the microphone down a little bit, and I'm aware it's kind of hitting my head, but I can bring the microphone closer so it comes in here, and I'm debating about whether to do that or not, but I've got a feeling it might be in my way. So if you think the sound quality is fine, because I know I'm quite softly spoken, and I know I'm Scottish, and I can speak quite fast, especially when I get a bit excited. And it's not this deck. So if you think the sound quality is okay, if you could let me know, that would be fabulous. Or leave in a wee comment. You don't have to, but that would be really appreciated. It's not this deck either. It is not this deck either. What are we doing? This is the Black Sparrow I've just unpacked. I think it's the Ethereal Visions one. It's the one calling to me. Oopsie. Just kind of looks like that. It took me ages to find these ones. One of my favourite... Sorry, I just threw all my boxes over there, and then I pack them up afterwards. One of my favourite readers, the Bee Princess, uses these, and it took me ages of trawling through tarot cards to find them, and I was like, oh, I like them. So, there we go. We have the Wheel of... Oops. Okay, they're just exploding out. Okay. This one came out third. So third, fourth. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. So we've got karma. Do you know, that's just it's kind of sinister looking Wheel of Fortune as well. There's a guy there with kind of hooded cloak holding the Wheel of Fortune. Possibly a fixed sign. Leo, Taurus. Oh gosh, I forget the other two. I forget all the fixed signs. I'm having a moment, guys. I can't remember the other two. I promise. I'll go and memorize all the fixed signs. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is somebody you had a lot of, I want to say chemistry with, a spark of passion. But this person coming back doesn't feel like a good thing. I think it's almost like I can almost feel somebody's heart drop into their stomach. And because it's coming on top of the anticipation card, it's almost like you feel like karma's going to come knocking at your door. I'm not saying you've done anything that deserves karma, but that's what it feels like. It's a quite, oh, what's the word? It's like a pregnant pause. Like bated breath, that's the one I'm looking for. Page of Wands in the reverse on top of Wrath. That's almost like blocked contact, no communication. This is somebody you're not communication with. And then we've got the King of Wands, upheaval. Okay, he's in the upright. Don't feel like this is your energy. Not sure it's this person, this energy that's resurfaced either. Not sure how this King of Wands is. King of Wands is quite a spicy, fiery character, a leader, passionate, can be quite creative. Seven of Cups. Illusions, delusions, could also be options on top of protection. Oh, that's a strange energy. Okay. This King of Wands might be. Let me just take another line before I sorry, I'm really slow, I do apologise. Oh, that was the sun wanting to come out there. Leo energy. God, I can't remember the other fixed signs. That's terrible. I know I'm one. Incredibly fixed. Taurus. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Three of Pentacles. Hairy bauble on my wrist. Three of Pentacles. Top of the Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got the World on top of the Ace of Wands. I'm not going to hold up the World, she's a bit nudie. And there's no way I'm drawing them cards, just not for me. Okay. So you definitely ended a cycle with this person. Or this memory coming up is helping you end a cycle. Maybe this person, I don't know why I'm getting fear because I've got wrath here. But it was that feeling of, ooh. Seven of Swords coming out, guys. So I'm just kissing you, wondering why I'm oohing there. I'm going to take two more before I interpret this because this King of Wands, I'm not sure if it's this other person or not, but they came out next to the Seven of Cups, which makes me feel like they wear a mask or you saw them through a veil and you didn't see them clearly. Nine of Pentacles, Pre-Empress energy. Okay. Maybe you're the King of Wands. Let me just see one more. The Star and, yeah, it's too many, but it's the Star, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, we've got some massive healing energy here. You might have gone from the Nine of Pentacles into Empress energy or Emperor energy, depending on which you identify with. Taurus and Aries energy, the Fool, new beginning. Okay. Okay, I think you're this King of Wands energy. And you're doing okay. But I get the feeling with this Seven of Cups coming out next to it, I get the feeling that you've maybe been wearing a mask and you've been hiding how much hearing this person's name or this person reappearing, whatever it is in your hometown or whatever, how much it's how much kind of confused emotions, we've got wrath here, it is that this person's name has brought up for you. I think maybe if they were, and it might just be that they came home for like, a week or something, and by home I mean to their hometown or wherever, however that resonates, then they maybe were only just in town briefly, but just the mention of their name really did a number on you. And you've been hiding, I think you've been hiding it from other people, how much it upset you and how much anger you still carry, which is not good. You have to kind of heal it and get it out. And maybe that's the whole point of their name coming up. Or you might have seen them as well. You might have just bumped into them. It's not clear. How this person has come back into your orbit is not clear from this reading. So you wearing this mask as a form of self-protection. It's almost like you don't want this person to know how much they could still hurt you, or you've had a new beginning, so you're okay. Right, this person who you're not in communication with, they were incredibly deceitful. They were manipulative. They were a liar, whoever they are. And you might have found this out the hard way, but whatever it is, whatever lies they told, and it might have been about you, it still makes you angry to this day, I think. Or it did until very recently. You might have just healed it. Fair, I did see the star wants to come out. Let's see if these oracle cards will work this time. Oh man, they feel a little bit more compliant. And my hair is trickling my nose. Hang on. Right, that one. This one. Oh yeah, we've got Spiritual Awakening here on top of the world. Fantastic. You've been able to put something to bed. Drama. This person was an absolute drama queen. Hang on, I'll take two more. Shadow self. Yeah. Okay. We've got some good healing coming out here. I think this person, however it is, it might just been somebody even mentioning their name. It brought something up that you were able to heal. That's how I'm reading the cards. And healer. Yeah, okay. So with nurturing here, come on top of the Three of Pentacles and this rather ominous looking Wheel of Fortune. You were really, whoever this person is, you were really kind to them. Maybe not right at the end if they, they were deceitful, told lies and manipulated, but you tried to grow something with this person. But this memory, this spark, because we've got the memory and then the Ace of Wands in the world, and then we've got spiritual awakening or awakening here. Whatever it was that sparked this memory, where it was a mention of their name, maybe you just saw a place. It could even just been I don't know. It might not even be somebody mentioned their name. It might have just been something that jarred the memory, but somehow it triggered a spiritual awakening in you, and it brought up some repressed anger that I think you've managed to get out. This person, because we've got drama queen here, this can go one of two ways, and both might resonate. This person, I get the feeling, was a bit of a drama queen, but I think they also tried to, because we've got the Seven of Swords here and it's coming out on top of that. They might have, they might be one of these people that poked your wounds and poked and poked and poked until you reacted, which was what we've got wrath here. And then they'll be like, oh, you're such a drama queen. Why are you always making a fuss? Blah, 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 blah. Take that as it resonates. It could have been both ways. But this person might have been quite covert about it. And then whenever you tried to express your feelings, your emotions, they would invalidate them and call you a drama queen. Oh, that's even triggering to say out loud. Take it as it resonates. They might have just been a drama queen. Got shadow self here. You've done a lot of shadow work. You've had a lot of upheaval. Whatever triggered this memory allowed you to close some cycles, have a spiritual awakening, and it caused a lot of upheaval, this emotion coming to the surface. But you're the King of Wands, and you're pre-Empress energy, and you've done the shadow work, which is fantastic. Because you've got shadow self here. And then we've got healer here. And the Fool, which means you're having a new beginning. So you've ended, because we've got the World here and then the Fool. So you've closed out some cycles and you're having a new beginning. And that, I mean, this person, you might not even have seen them, spoken to them. It just, something has triggered this memory. It's not this deck. It's the Daydream Tarot deck. Okay. Whoopsie. I really hate it when decks arrive brand new and they're kind of like bowed. These ones are like just a little bit bent. I don't know, they just don't feel as nice to shuffle. Oopsie. Oops. Right, okay, I flipped a couple over. Sorry, I do a lot of verbal stimming sometimes because I'm on the spectrum. It's not something I do in private. It's not something I do around other people, but I find I do on this video quite a lot. Because I am technically alone. Oh, now I've got the Fool in reverse coming out. Oops. Try that again. Smooth as ever. I've got the Fool in reverse here. On top of nurturing. So there's no new beginning with this person. There was no... Why have I got anticipation though? Three of Pentacles. Could have been a third party situation. Again, that's not for everyone. I mean, the Fool in reverse can be incredibly risky behavior, and we had recklessness coming out here. Did this person possibly goad you into reckless behavior in your youth? I'm getting the feeling that this is somebody from a long time ago. So you might have been born in 1985, so you've been what, 39? Is that right? Oh gosh, I'm just checking my brain's in the right decade. Yeah, 39. Four of Pentacles, holding on. Not taking a leap of faith and holding on, but we've got spiritual awakening here. You might have really struggled to let this person go. Might have really struggled into your spiritual awakening. Why am I getting kicking and screaming? Spiritual awakening is not pleasant. Ace of Cups. Guy looks really startled. Ace of Cups can be about a new beginning in love. It can also be about self-love. Or a baby. Don't think it's a baby. Oh, children here. I've never ever, I have seen other readers say it can be a baby, something new. That's the first time it's ever popped into my head for the Ace of Cups. So maybe it is actually. Seven of Swords again. More lies and deceit. Flaming Swords as well. It is possible because we had children coming out, and I don't think this will resonate with everyone, but it's possible you had a child with this person. Although that wouldn't make sense. Oh, unless they abandoned, oh no, it would if they abandoned you and you never saw them again. Like they just left. Never to be seen again. It might have been that you really tried to hold on to this person. Okay, take that one as it resonates. That's not for everyone. What about this healer and this leap of faith and wearing a mask for protection? Sounds to me like you, because we've got healer here, it sounds to me like you're taking that mask down and you're just being your authentic self. Why have we got more lies and deceit on top of shadow self? apparently we don't want another card. I've got the something, that one. Okay. Two of Cups in the reverse, some kind of breakup. Doesn't need to be romantic, but it's Two of Cups in the reverse, it's some kind of breakup. Or healing. Or maybe it's just finally letting go. Because I do get this feeling that I feel like someone was dragged in kicking and screaming to their spiritual awakening. And this Seven of Swords coming out on top of this shadow self here. Which is on top of the Nine of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. I think you see yourself clearly now. In the past, this person's manipulation and lies, because with the Seven of Swords here and the Seven of Swords here, and if they poked you into a reaction to to trigger your wounds and incur your wrath and then sit back and go, I'm such a victim. You see this clearly. You've done the shadow work. You've elevated to pre-Empress energy and King of Wands energy. And you can kind of see what was you and what was this person. And I don't think you're easily manipulated anymore. It's almost like you're decoupling. Because I actually see with this Two Cups in reverse, it doesn't feel like the end of a relationship. It feels like the end of the relationship with yourself and splitting off. That sounds weird. Kind of decoupling from how you saw yourself in the past and the relationship you had with yourself and completely changing it and healing it. Wow. Never in a month of Sundays would have thought that would have come out. Right, okay. Never in a month of Sundays. Did I think I would say never in a month of Sundays? Please don't switch off. Keep watching. I'm a nerd. What can I say? Oh. Sorry. I'm only joking. Switch off all you want. It's fine. This reading isn't for you. Please go watch someone else. I can give you lots of readers that are absolutely fantastic. Way better than me. Yeah, okay. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior on top of the Fool. Okay, we've got a bit of defensiveness coming out here. The Wounded Warrior doesn't give up. They keep fighting. They keep fighting. Why do I have again, this is just kind of bringing out this kicking and screaming into a spiritual awakening. There was some memory you really wanted to hold on to, and it's been utterly ruptured. And you see something very, very clearly now. And this person clearly, maybe you had like, rose tinted glasses for this person. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Your spiritual awakening leads to the 10 of Pentacles. Got Star in reverse though. Lack of healing. Lack of healing, lack of wish fulfillment. So this could go two ways. This could be this other person, or because you were kind of here at this, oopsie, there's always another opportunity to be had. You were kind of in this mindset at one point. Maybe you were just a bit stuck in your personal growth. But we've got adventure coming in. Just be careful with that recklessness. So I think this is more lack of wish fulfillment than lack of healing. Maybe you felt that this person, because we've got the Four of Pentacles here, maybe you felt that this person was your only soulmate, your only chance, the only person you were ever going to love. And it was maybe just because there was something in you that hadn't quite healed. But I feel that has come to the surface and you've healed it. And I think that this mindset where you were here has changed now. Because we've got adventure coming out in the middle, which tells me that there's a kind of rebirth feeling here. Especially because we've got the World and the Fool. Knight of Swords in the reverse. That's interesting, because that Shadow Self and Seven of Swords I kind of took as you were seeing yourself clearly. But the Knight of Swords in the reverse is kind of like a lack of action, a lack of clarity, a lack of truth, a lack of quick action. Let's take another card here. Because that Two of Cups had a weird, in the reverse, had a kind of strange energy to it, which was more like decoupling from how you saw yourself. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. You're walking away from who you used to be, because we've got the full healer, Two of Cups in reverse, which I feel like is almost like you splitting away from how you used to see yourself to be your true authentic self, and then you're just walking away from that. So we've got the Star in the reverse and the Sword in the reverse. Oh, oh, did you potentially want to have a baby with this person, but you couldn't? Sorry, trigger warning there. For whatever reason, they didn't want to, or you just couldn't. So there was a lack of wish fulfillment. But there's lies and deceit around it, so maybe they were doing something so they couldn't. Okay, this is only going to resonate with one person. It's possible that this person told you they couldn't have children, and then you've heard rumor that they've had them. Okay, that's not for everyone at all. Okay, last line from the Black Tarot. Yeah, it's this deck now. Wheel of Fortune want to come out. That would have been twice. Oops, that one. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups on the top corner, Seven of Cups in the bottom left corner. Oh, this person fed you some, because I've got the Seven of Swords out twice. Oh, there's something weird here, obviously. Ten of Swords on top of the Ten of Pentacles. It's either this person told you they didn't want to have children or they couldn't. And they've gone on, and I think what's happened is you've heard rumour that they have had children with somebody. And you may have wasted years with this person. And maybe you had a lack of wish fulfillment, because we've got that on top of the Ace of Cups, which can be a baby. And I think this was really upsetting to you, and this person obviously lied, and that's why you're angry, and that's what got the lies and deceit here. And it just feels like an ultimate betrayal. And then we've got the World. But you're closing out. That's the World twice. Got the Seven of Cups twice, the World twice. You're closing out that cycle. You're closing out that lack of wish fulfillment. And you're putting that anger to bed. That's heavy energy. Sorry, it's just kind of depressed me a bit, the vibe. Seven of Wands, defending yourself. I mean, understandably, this energy, especially because we've got the Ten of Swords here, I think this has left you feeling quite, I mean, it's coming out on top of upheaval at the very top here. I think you've looked at the past and kind of reassessed it, given that you realise this person was now lying to you. And you're feeling quite defensive about it. I mean, if this person's in your life, they might be quite defensive. Not sure. Or maybe you're just defending yourself. Maybe they're trying to defend their lying to you, which is just indefensible. Ace of Swords, truth, clarity. Okay. So you see the truth and clarity about this. You've healed something within yourself. I'm not saying you've forgiven this person. You might not have. You might have to still work through that. But you've forgiven them enough to get into pre-Empress energy, Nine of Pentacles kind of energy. Okay, tell me about the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles then, please. Just give me a little... I mean, I don't realise this whole reading is about that person, but can you just give me 3 cards, a little outro, please? Because obviously we've got Truth and Clarity coming in, but 5 of Swords. You might have given this person a tongue lashing. Even if you didn't in your head, you might have just done it. Because we've got 5 swords here, and one of them is in place of the person's head, and it's kind of sticking out their head like a cross. You might have dressed this person down in your mind. Justice. Libra energy. What about justice? Two of Wands. Making a choice. I'm going to have to take a few more to clarify this. Five of Cups. Sadness and regret. They've had a lot of emotions coming up. Four of Wands. But you're stable. If you work through those feelings, you'll be stable. You'll have a happy home life. Sorry, guys. It's just I was getting a lot of downloads there. Tell me about this person who lied. Oops, neglect coming out there. I'm not going to take it because it's a big clump. Tell me cancer, possible cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Year of the Rat, 1960, 72, 84. So it might have something that happened to somebody born 84, 85. 96, 2008, 2020. So the next one would be 2032. Got Virgo in the reverse. August 23rd to September 22nd. 6th house. Lack mentality. Oh! Dumpster fire. Okay, this person wasn't mature enough to have a child. And we've also got the Year of the Rooster coming out, 69, 81, 93, 2005, 2017, 2029. This person, they were too wounded to have a child. They were in a lack mentality, and they were a dumpster fire. So they might have lied. 2010s. Okay, with the Year of the Rooster coming out, so that'd be 2017. The other one would be... Oh, there isn't a Year of the Rat in the 2010s. And for the Year of the Ox, there isn't one either. So we're looking at possibly something in 2017. I've got 6 coming out. 2016, 2017. Decade ago. But this person's going on to have... I think this person's going on to have children now. You might also have children, but this person wasn't the right person for you. Got ego death. I think you might have went through a bit of an ego death. Got catfish. This person catfished you and telling you they wanted the whole 9 yards and then lied. I've got addiction, addictive personality, and accountability coming out. Okay, so this person didn't... I don't think this person has any accountability. Maybe they're taking accountability now. Again, I've got so many threads in this one and so many kind of narratives going on and so many different kind of like narratives that it could be any one of those. So I hope that resonated. If you are one of my returning 49 subscribers, I'm almost at 50. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. Am I waffling? If you are new here, thank you for listening this far, and yeah, just thank you for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I'm very, very grateful. I just want to give back to the same community that helped me when I had a tough time in 2025. Yeah, I'll speak to you all again soon. I'm off to have my lunch because my tummy's rumbling. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.